The first worldwide cataclysm diminishes in comparison to the horrors of World War II. The essential policies and pursued opportunities of Hungarian politics naturally led to a situation which brought absolute political and moral defeat and the destruction and pillage of the country. The NSDAP, which came to power in 1933, and its leader, Adolf Hitler, openly set up to review and revise the Treaty of Versailles. From the second half of the 1930s, Hitler conducted vigorous and aggressive foreign policy. Consider his role in the Spanish Civil War and Anschluss, the dismantlement of Czechoslovakia and the occupation of Bohemia and Moravia. The next country to fall victim was Poland, only to be split up and conquered by Hitler and Stalin in the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Prime Minister Pál Teleki, the government and the political elite faced an exceedingly trying situation with various difficulties. Not only was Germany a direct neighbour, but by then Hungarian economy largely depended on Germany as well. On the other hand, it was Germany, along with its ally, the fascist Italy, that was ready to promote the success of the Hungarian revisionist efforts. Germany was well aware of the unfriendly and mistrustful relations between the countries of the region and took full advantage of it. As a result of German military achievements in 1940, pressure on the smaller Eastern Central European countries grew, and Hungary was forced to join the Tripartite Pact on the 20th of November 1940. Since Prime Minister Teleki saw Yugoslavia as a state that might actually help to contact the Western powers, an agreement of eternal friendship was made between the two countries on the 12th of December 1940. In the spring of 1941, German troops, lending a helping hand to their Italian ally having lost ground in Greece, were only able to reach the region through Yugoslavia. Considering the domestic affairs of the country, this could not have been resolved peacefully. The Germans required Hungary, already an ally of Germany, to provide military territory for German operations. Additionally, Hungary was promised certain territorial gains that were of importance. Teleki realized that it was an impossible situation to resolve. Since he was unable to make a morally and politically appropriate decision, he chose suicide. His successor, László Bárdossy, made a swift decision. Although only after the German troops had arrived and the independence of Croatia had already been declared, Hungary joined the military operations launched against Yugoslavia. The bombing of Košice on the 26th of June 1941 served as casus belli for the declaration of war against the Soviet Union, which was a more problematic issue. Hungary did not have any territorial claims, and Germany did not imply that it would require any help from Hungary either. Having said that, there were a lot of Hungarians, including politicians and military officers, who thought that Hungary must by all means take part in military operations against the Soviet Union. This decision had fatal consequences as the army was unsuitable for modern warfare. By the end of 1941, Hungary was at war not only with the Soviet Union, but also with Great Britain and the United States. In the latter case, again, it was Hungary who declared war. Although Bárdossy was dismissed by Regent Horthy at the beginning of 1942, the subsequent government led by Prime Minister Miklós Kállai was forced by the circumstances to operate under restricted conditions. Although Kállai strove to achieve agreement with the Western Allies, referred to as Kállai Double, by appointing Albert Szent-Györgyi, the renowned psychologist, to build secret relations. This endeavor failed abominably as the Germans acquired information on every detail of Szent-Györgyi's 1943 mission to Istanbul. The grave military situation and Germany's growing mistrust towards the Hungarian government sealed the fate of Hungary. On the 19th of March 1944, the German Wehrmacht, joined by police and security forces, invaded the country. The collaborationist government led by Dostoyevsky was ready to carry out their orders. During this period, 437,000 Hungarian Jews were deported, most of them to Auschwitz. Although during the late summer and early autumn of 1944, Regent Miklós Horthy tried to change direction, especially after Romania switched side and joined the Allies on August 23, 1944. But the Germans knew every move. When Hungary attempted to extricate itself from the war on the 15th of October 1944, they stepped up immediately. Their last Hungarian allies were put in charge, led by Ferenc Szálasi. The following 2-year-long period was overshadowed by terror and destruction. When fights ceased in the April of 1945, Hungary was destroyed and plundered, a bled-out and humiliated country.